In today's news, video of Raul Rosas Jr. reacting to a $50,000 bonus, Marvin Vettori gets his next fight booked, Jared Gordon reveals what Dana White told him after UFC 282, Bobby Green accuses Islam Makhachev of using PEDs, and coach Erick Nicksick tells a bizarre story about Judge Doug Crosby. UFC fans have been treated to a video of the heartwarming moment 18-year-old Raul Rosas Jr. learned he had earned Dana White's $50,000 performance bonus at UFC 282. Rosas said that he'll be putting that bonus to good use by purchasing a minivan so his mom can drop him off at the UFC's Performance Institute in Vegas and pick him up later. Here's the video.
Hitting every door and shit.
Hit yours too.
Yo, guess what?
What?
Guess.
What?
You won the bonus.
Hell yeah. Let me see a cheer. Let me get a little cheer. Sheesh.
Hell yeah, bro.
My boy, you earned it, bro. Nobody deserves it more. Let's go. What are you gonna say to Dana White?
Huh?
Dana, what are you gonna tell him?
Thank you.
Oh yeah, thank you.
The UFC are close to finalizing a middleweight contest between Marvin Vettori and Roman Dolidze in March. Sources confirmed to ESPN that the pair have agreed to a 185-pound battle at UFC 286 on March 18th in London. The UFC are yet to announce the main event for the pay-per-view show. Brett Okamoto confirmed the matchup over Twitter, writing, UFC 286 on March 18th in London is close to finalizing its first big matchup. Per sources, Vettori vs. Dolidze is on tap at middleweight, numbers 4 and number 8 in the rankings. Vettori has only competed once this year, dropping a unanimous decision loss to Robert Whittaker in Paris. As for his opponent, he enters the bout boasting a 4-fight win streak with 3 stoppages under his belt. What do you guys think of this matchup? Who do you think wins, Vettori or Dolidze? Let us know in the comments below. Following Jared Gordon's controversial loss to Paddy Pimblett at UFC 282, UFC President Dana White said in a post-fight press conference that Jared's horrible game plan was the reason why he lost that fight.
The same thing. You know what I mean? I thought that Jared Gordon's game plan in the third round was horrible. You know, he felt like he had the first 2 rounds and he went in and pushed him against the fence. And I got to go after the ref too. You know, a big fight, co-main event, 3rd round, crowd's going crazy and you're going to let him stand against the fence the entire fight. You know, but these are these things that happen. What are you going to do? Horrible game plan by Gordon. You know, the ref let it happen and he threw the fight away. You know, he was doing great in that fight. He should have fought the 3rd round.
During an interview on the MMA Hour, Gordon finally expressed his thoughts on the controversial decision and what Dana White had to say about it. Here's the clip.
You know, people said like, oh, you didn't do anything in the 3rd round. Dana said it. And then looking back at it, I still regret what I did in the 3rd round. So I think I agree with people that I could have done more. But I still controlled the whole 3rd round. Mm-hmm. I was the one you know, if I didn't do anything, he did absolutely nothing.
Right.
3rd round. Just laid there and was throwing shots like this behind my ear, you know, around my head. I'm kneeing his leg. I'm changing levels. I'm going for takedowns. I had his back standing at one point, not hooks in, but, you know, then he went for a takedown. I reversed it and ended up taking him down. I lost position, so he had control for 20 or 30 seconds of the last round. How do I lose that round?
Gordon also revealed what Dana told him after UFC 282.
I spoke to Dana after the fight, and he was like, look, unfortunately, the 3 people that matter most didn't think you won. But you came out with the best possible outcome coming off a loss, which is true in a sense. So he said, you know, we support you and we're going to got your back. And so that obviously makes me feel a little better. I mean, words are words, but I, you know, need to have faith in what he says, obviously. And, you know, that's where I'm at. And that's what I'm going to do. I've been dealt way worse cards before. and I got through it, and that's the only thing I can do, man. Is just keep moving forward, bro.
Bobby Green has accused UFC lightweight champion Islam Makhachev of taking steroids from a very young age. Green, who collides with Drew Dober this Saturday in Las Vegas, spent some time during his pre-fight media obligations discussing his previous opponent, Makhachev, who he says had taken steroids in the past. The pair collided earlier this year at UFC Vegas 49, where Makhachev scored a TKO victory in the opening round. Returning after serving a 6-month USADA suspension for testing positive for dehydroepiandrosterone, Green addressed the situation at the media scrum.
Gosh, I don't know if I should do this.
Do it.
But I'm so real. I'm the realest, okay? I was around on my YouTube, right? And I found this little video, and it said Islam had a little trouble with drugs. But I don't see people talking about him. And so he was saying when he first came over that his school that he trained at in Russia, they just gave him vitamins, you know? They've been doing this since who knows when you start training. Imagine if you gave someone steroids from the age of 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, how strong you would be. People were like he was really strong. It makes sense now. There's 2 people that I moved around with. I'm not gonna say their names, but I was like, that's interesting. I moved with thousands of guys. That was interesting. I told my coach the same thing. There was something interesting about Islam, and I felt it. I'm like, it's just not human. It makes sense.
Amidst the judging controversies, Extreme Couture coach Erick Nicksick discussed a meeting that was held by the NSAC a few months back between MMA judges and coaches. During the interview with SiriusXM, Nick said that the #1 outlier during that Zoom meeting was Judge Doug Crosby, who's responsible for the controversial scoring at UFC 282. Here's the clip.
You know, we actually had a Zoom meeting a few months back, and that was Nevada State Athletic Commission put together a Zoom meeting with a bunch of judges and a handful of MMA coaches. And the job with that was kind of like for us to be able to sit down and actually talk and mend some fences and ask some questions and things like that. But, you know, I mean, I'll be transparent with you guys. The #1 outlier in that Zoom meeting was Doug Crosby. Like, he didn't want to be there. You know, he felt combative in the meeting. Like he thought, like, I don't know, I guess like he was above this meeting for us, you know. That's the way I felt, and not only myself, but the other coaches that were involved in that meeting. And it was pretty evident. And then, you know, then he wanted to come to the gym after and explain his version of judging. I was like, well, you can't, you're in a Zoom meeting with all your superiors. Why do you need to come on your own to come to talk to us about what you see and what you feel is right in judging? You have that platform right then and there. So, right, like I didn't let him in the gym. Well, I let him in the gym. I just left. You know, I was like, if you want to talk to whoever you want to talk to, but I'm not going to sign off on that. And I just took off, you know? So I in my mind, I was like, maybe he's mad at me. I don't know. So, but at the end of the day, like you just can't have that sort of thing. I feel like it's just the inconsistencies of the sport. You know, we've seen this for years. We're going to talk about it again come next week because there's going to be a bad decision. And, you know, until there's something that changes, you know, we're just going to be stuck in this limbo.
Here are the top 3 funniest memes we found over the internet today. Third place was found over Reddit and was posted by a user named QuakeGuy98. Our second place meme was found over Reddit and was posted by a user named BuffHooker. And our top pick was found over Instagram and was posted by a user named Daily Dose MMA. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with the latest MMA news.